Hi everyone, welcome on my YouTube channel. Today I will show you how to deal with an issue that arises after launching FACEIT. Especially after starting the anti-cheat, an error appears. Warning, your BIOS mode is set to legacy, please set it to UEFI. But don't worry, since this is just a warning and not an error, it doesn't affect you. You are still able to play FACEIT, simply click OK and your anti-cheat will launch without any issues. As you can see, I enabled launcher and no errors are showing, so I can just start the game. Of course, you can ask me why this error occurs. On FACEIT website you can find the article that is saying that FACEIT recommend you to set BIOS mode to UEFI, otherwise you might be prevented from using the anti-cheat in the future. This means that for now you don't need to do anything and can continue using the anti-cheat as usual. Personally, I recommend not changing anything and playing like always. In the next part of the video I will show you how to fix this issue and you will understand why I think this way. I will repeat it once again just in case. Follow my steps if you really know what you are doing. For example, while I was recording this video, my Windows stopped loading and I almost lost all my files. Fortunately, everything worked out in the end. If you really want to do this, first you need to save all your necessary files from your computer and save it somewhere on the flash drive or, for example, on the Google Drive. Alright, enough talk, let's get started. First, do right click on this PC, click Manage. Here, click on Disk Management, right here. And this will show all your disks. This is my disk 0. You need to choose the disk where your CS2 and FACEIT is installed. I have only one disk, so I do right click, click Properties, and then click Volumes. Here check partition style. If you see MBR here like me, you are unlucky. If you see a GPT here, you are very lucky, and you can scroll this video to the part where I change some settings in BIOS mode. This MBR partition style means that you need to convert this style to the GPT style. So how to do this? Click on Windows button and then type CMD. Open your command prompt as administrator. Now you need to type this command. If your disk is not 0, change this number. Press enter. You will see that validation completed successfully. In my case, validation was not successfully, and later in this video I will show you what to do. Now enter similar command but with /convert. All commands will be on the description of the video. Now disk is converting. We need to wait a couple of seconds. If everything is successful, you will see that conversion completed successfully. And on the bottom you can read that you need to switch the firmware to boot the UEFI model. What does it mean? You need to reboot your computer and get into the BIOS. So while rebooting your PC, before the Windows started, you need to press the delete button. In my case it is a delete button, but in your case it can be a different button. So I'm pressing delete and I am into the BIOS. BIOS are very different. In my case I have a gigabyte and I will show it for gigabyte of course. But if you have another company, check out the description under the video and find your company, and here you will find the instruction on the FACEIT website about how to do it on your motherboard. Now I am into the BIOS and I am clicking on BIOS tab and scrolling down. Here I have CCM support and this option is enabled, but I need to disable it. When you did it, you will see that secure boot option is showing now. You're clicking on it and you are getting into this menu. In this menu, please select secure boot mode and make it standard. Now you need to save it, reload your computer and get into the BIOS mode again. Yes, this is really strange, but you need to apply this change first and then go into the BIOS again. After you reloaded your computer again, get into the BIOS mode, the same section, and under secure boot enable, you can check it and make it enabled. And this is the final step. You can save your BIOS and finally reboot your computer, and everything should be working correctly. I'm just rebooted my computer after the BIOS changes, and let's see if it works. Will it help me or not? Yes, as you can see, this is working, and that's nice. But as I said, everything was really difficult, and now, as I mentioned, I will show you what problems did I have and how to solve them. First problem was after the validation command. Validation was not successful, and how to solve it. Many users saying that they shrinked their partition to allocate some free space, and this helped. So how to do it? Go to the disk management, then do right click and click shrink volume. You need to wait a couple of seconds, and then here let's set like 300 megabytes, and you will see that you allocated some free memory. And then you need to try again to run validation command. As you can see, this command is not working for me again. So what did I do? I typed disk part, then list disk, and then select disk 0. And after I typed list partition, I can see that I have 4 partitions, and this is the main problem here, because the command that we tried to use before, validation command, it is working only when you have max 3 partitions. So here I need to delete 1 partition. So what I decided to remove, of course, recovery partition. I thought that it is not necessary for me right now, and I just removed it. And this is the reason of my future problems. Let's see what happens. So I deleted this partition by this command, delete partition override, and then I tried the validation command again, and this is showing me another error, cannot find OS partition. I tried different solutions here, different commands, and nothing helped me, and I decided to reboot computer. And this was my mistake, because the Windows, of course, didn't load. So I had a USB flash drive with the Windows. I put it into the computer and enabled recovery mode, and in this recovery mode you can use the CMD, the terminal console, and I used it and tried different commands, and only one helped me, and this is command you can see on the screen. And please try this command first before you reboot your PC if you have same problem. So then I rebooted my PC successfully, Windows is loaded, and then I rebooted it again and did all manipulations in BIOS mode as I described before. So that's it. Finally we are in the end of the video. It was so long, but hope this is useful, and you know how to fix this issue. I hope I helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It will really help me with the growth of my small channel. Thank you and bye.